The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second, here's Algier. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Yoshivas, 38 yards. And the Falcons get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this an 18-point ball game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Ritter to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Okay, right.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Ritter. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
How can't we score? Not even a play? You can do better than that. Here we go.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Ritter. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 120 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Smith will come in motion right. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Option play. Here's Algier. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ritter with it after the play fake. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught right side by Daniels. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 15. First down, Eagles.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Falcons 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
46-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball red. Green jack. Sit. Mega. Set.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Hey, Silver. Take it to him. Hey, let him rest. You can do it, baby. Yeti.
Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
White. Drill green.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
A loss of 2.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now this likely a must-have. Third and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third
and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example in that. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. In motion right is a running back. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Go, take it to the Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Algier again on second down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Third down, here's Algier. Escapes the defender. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Algier going straight ahead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Algier now up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st down, Ritter. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. That to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Eagles,